Hello everyone, a blessed day to you. We're wonderfully baked in homeschool, and we're here to share with you about our recent project, Fundraising for Open Paws Jeddah. During our presentation, you'll notice that we have put some of the OPJ's dogs for adoption at the upper right corner of each page. If you are in Jeddah and would like to foster, adopt, or donate, just go to openpawsjeddah.com.
Last December, we were able to raise 1,500 reals or $400 when we sold cookies and other crafts during a Christmas bazaar. We were able to do this in partnership with another homeschooling family, Homeschooling by Grace, and of course, Open Paws Jeddah.
We're Wonderfully Made Kids, a Filipino homeschooling family based in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. As delight-directed homeschoolers, our mission is to inspire the youth to create, innovate, and collaborate as we share meaningful and purposeful activities, connect to a global community of learners, and be involved in opportunities to advocate and be a force for good.
Our vision is to engage, empower, and educate kids like us to be lifelong learners and tomorrow's change makers.
Hi, I'm Malira. I'm in the 9th grade and I'm 14 years old. I like to do all things crafty like crocheting, baking, and sewing. I also like reading manga and Korean web novels. As a homeschooling family, we try to advocate for many causes that touch our hearts, and animal rescuing is one of them. We have 3 rescue dogs from Open Paws Jeddah, Louie, Toby, and Poppy. I made the cookie dough, crocheted dog keychains, and designed a shirt.
Hi, I'm Alex Samuel C. Makaisa. I'm 10 years old, and I like solving puzzles like Rubik's Cubes. And I also enjoy programming. I recently joined a baking class, and I was able to use that knowledge to help me make cookies we took to the bazaar. Also, a few months before the fundraising, I took a kidpreneur class, which also helped in the selling.
Hello, I'm Asher, and I am 8 years old. I like drawing, painting, Minecraft, playing Minecraft and Roblox, and making stories. I also like to craft, play with some toys like Legos. I recently wrote and published my very first picture book called Home. And it's about polar bears. I hope it will help raise awareness to warn people about climate change. I like both wild animals and pets. I made this dog painting to be sold during our fundraising.
Hi, my name is Anika. I'm 5 years old. I also like drawing and painting and making all sorts of craft. I also like Minecraft and Roblox a lot. I love our pets, and that's why I want to help other pets like them who were abandoned by their owners. I made this painting of a dog with my mom's help.
What is Open Paws Jeddah? Open Paws Jeddah, or OPJ, is a volunteer group who rescues, rehabilitates, and rehomes abandoned dogs here in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
We have 3 OPJ dogs, Louie, Toby, and Poppy. Louie was surrendered by his previous owner, who didn't know how to take care of him. Toby and Poppy were both found on the street with no identification, and no one came to claim them.
This brings us to the question why dogs need rescuing.
These are posts from OPJ Instagram account about our dogs Louie, Toby, and Poppy when they were first rescued. All year round, but most especially during holiday breaks, people travel out of town or go on vacation, leaving their dogs behind. They don't bother to find a pet boarding place or any other alternative. Another example is when someone gives a puppy as a gift, but when it grows up, it's not cute anymore, or the family realizes they are not really willing to deal with everything that having a pet dog entails. Some pets get sick, and for some reason, the owner cannot afford to bring the dog to a vet, or maybe they find the treatment to be too difficult or too expensive.
There are so many cases wherein the owner needs to move to another place where dogs are not allowed. Sometimes the owners reach to OPJ for help in rehoming their pets, but then others just leave them on the streets. OPJ tries its best to rescue dogs, but they are also relying on volunteers to foster and rescue dogs, and also fund treatment and rehabilitation, so it can get very challenging.
That brings us to our solution, fundraising. That we could use our talents and skills to create and make stuff to sell and fundraise. Rescuing mission of Open Paws Jeddah.
Fundraising is the act of seeking financial support, usually for charity or cause. Since OPJ is a volunteer-based organization, they constantly need donations in order to continue the important work of caring the rescued dogs.
A fundraising event helps in both raising money and in creating awareness. Many people are still not aware that the problem exists or that they can be part of the solution. Others may have shown their support before, but just need a reminder for them to open their hearts again to helping out. We have done many other fundraising efforts in the past, such as since 2016, when we made dugong stuffed toys. We were much younger then, but me and Alex and our friends, the Laxa kids, helped in cutting, sewing, and stuffing the toys with assistance from our moms. The funds raised were used to buy Christmas packages for many families and also partly to support dugong conservation in partnership with C3 Philippines.
We also raised funds for the victims of the Taal volcano eruption with the Mangun, Batangas fundraising last January 2020.
Also in 2020, we made Puto Bongbong to raise funds for typhoon victims in the Philippines.
Last year again, in partnership with Homeschooling by Grace Family, we were able to raise 72,000 pesos, or about $1,300, for our fundraising initiative. Workshops for Peace. We had 5 different speakers, and the fee to join all went to 3 causes: families who are in need because of the war in Ukraine, Somalian families hit by famine, and also affected by typhoon Philippines.
For our Open Paws Jeddah fundraising effort, we believe that God wants us to take care of animals and be a voice for the voiceless. Dogs are man's best friend, and we believe in that. They give us unconditional love and are faithful companions. We were given an opportunity to take part in a Christmas bazaar as friends of Open Paws Jeddah. This gives us a chance to also use our talents and skills and practice creativity and teamwork as we made our different products that we were able to sell.
My painting was the very first product. We sold it. I was so happy when a lady bought it. I got 50 reals.
Like in most of our other fundraising efforts, we were able to do this with our favorite collaborators, Homeschooling by Grace. We sold cookies, crocheted keychains, paintings, t-shirts, bags, notebooks, and gift tags. These were products that we, the kids from 2 families, made with the help and support of our parents.
We also had fun going around to the different tables and also checking out what others have brought to sell.
Fundraising is a good idea to help you raise money for whatever cause, as there is strength in numbers. During the event, We also had to practice our communication skills and learn how to attract customers and encourage them to buy our products.
Overall, it was a fun and fulfilling experience, something that allows us, the youth, to witness how we can make a difference using our talents and opportunities. We hope to empower other youth to do the same as well. Even though we didn't directly pick dogs off the street and nurse them back to health, we helped with what we can do, and that is raise funds to help those who have the same mission. Again, if you want to help dogs, you can visit your local shelter, or if you're interested, you can go check Open Paws Jeddah. Remember, adopt, don't shop.
I really liked your presentation, and I have been following you for the last few months in Gift. And I really like what you do. And since in India it is not very common for to homeschool, I go to a formal school, and I still wonder how homeschooling is like and how you guys manage so much. Also, I really like that you are working for a really important cause and care for dogs so much.
Thank you.
And I mean, seriously, when we have presentations like these, you don't even want to talk, and we don't even want them to stop presenting. Wonderful presentation skills before anything else, kids. I really love the way you distributed your slides. You were taking turns, you were showing others to be patient. You knew where you had to talk, what you had to talk. So a wonderful presentation itself indeed. So I really love the way you presented it. And now I have a question. Why and how do you have so much love for dogs?
When we last 2019, we're hoping to get a dog because for our family. And when we got one, it was really love at first sight. He was our first dog, Louis. He was the sweetest baby we were ever to get, and and I can't imagine life without him.
And what color is
And
it?
how I was.
And are we going to meet sometime, Louis, as well on Gift?
Oh, I think I can call him over.
Yeah, because it was all about dogs, and we would love to see what made you love dogs so much. Oh, hi.
Please say
Hi.
hi. This is our first dog, Louis. He's a good boy.
And 4 of you love him?
Yes, unconditionally.
And that's Toby, our second dog. He came in a year later, and he was a bit shy at first, but he got to open up as we gave him the love he deserves.
Oh, wow.
He also looks a lot like Louis, even though we are not sure if they're actually blood brothers.
Wow. So you're not no more afraid of dogs, or you love dogs?
Yeah. Though even back then, before we had Louis, I also was fond of the street dogs I sometimes see.
I would like to get back to Gia's question. It was a very good question. Can you talk about being homeschooled and what that is like?
Well, unlike regular schooling, we were instead of always focusing on the academics, we as a family of four kids. Four kids. It's kind of hard to find a project that we can all do together, but we manage, and we learn a lot along the way with all the projects we do, and all the extracurriculars. We always connect it with our academic studies.
Also in homeschooling, you can learn many things that schooling doesn't really teach.
But how do you learn things like math and science?
Oh, we used our government curriculum as a basis for our basic results subjects like math, science, and English, and language. Yeah.
Because you're at different ages, I assume you're learning different things at different times, or are you all learning the same thing at the same time?
Sometimes we do separate projects on our own, but our mom always wants us to learn together, and so we have many projects and activities that we all do together that incorporate all of our grade levels.
We remember we had a great discussion with their mom on the last gift. And if someone's really interested to know more about how she homeschools, then that was a great presentation to get back and actually recheck that, because she explains about these questions about how she take care of the curriculum and how she take care of them. But it's a wonderful team, by the way.
Thank you. So
Now, the dogs that you help, what do you do with them? How?
can you repeat what you said?
You're raising money for dogs.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with that money?
Oh, we donated it to Open Paws Jeddah, a volunteer group. That's also where we got Louie and Toby. It can help with them for the dog food, for their veterinary needs, and others. Yeah.
That is very good. Very, very good.
Any more questions?
Yes. When can you come to the United States to help me? They think I'm kidding.
Soon.
Oh, really? Soon?
In the near future.
And are you still writing stories about, because I know you people write stories. Usher write stories as well, right? In his last presentation, he did tell about changing the world through storytelling, right, Usher? So do you write stories about your dogs that you find or that you help as well?
We're hoping to.
Oh, I've given you a good idea then. Because you love to say stories, and dogs are stories, aren't they?
Yeah. I was actually hoping to tell a story about how we got Louie, but but I haven't published it yet.
All right, that would be really interesting to read, by the way. And who amongst you take care of those dogs? You or your mom?
Mainly me and my mom. I feed them, and my mom cleans them, and also I help a lot. I also help with the cleaning too.
And what about Usher, Anika, and Alex? Do you contribute?
They actually play with them. I play with them, and on some occasions I groom them.
Well, thank you very much. That was wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you very much, you kids. Thank you very much for such a wonderful presentation.